This is the Pentax K, and as soon as you pick it up, you'll notice it feels a little bit more solid than the average entry-level SLR. For a start, it has one of the deepest, most ergonomically shaped grips that we've come across, and there are several textured areas that give it extra purchase. The robust feel of the camera is backed up by 81 seals that keep weather, dust and sand at bay. In fact, we took this camera and the 18 to 55mm weather sealed lens out for a couple of hours during pouring rain and had no problems using it, even though there was water all over it. Inside the protective shell is a 16 million pixel APS-C format CMOS sensor, which is able to move to compensate for camera shake. As this shake reduction system is inside the camera, it can be used with any mountable lens. On the back of the camera is a 3-inch 920,000 dot LCD screen, which provides a nice clear view in all but the brightest light. There's also an optical viewfinder, and unusually for an entry-level camera, it provides 100% coverage of the scene. The battery compartment is interesting because it's designed to accept either the supplied lithium-ion battery or 4 widely available AA batteries. Although the K30 gets the subject sharp with reasonable speed, the AF system isn't the fastest available. So despite the 6 frames per second maximum shooting rate, this may not be the camera for shooting sport. And the kit lens still produces that familiar Pentax sound. There's plenty of opportunity to take control over your images with the usual PASM exposure options, as well as Pentax's SV or sensitivity priority mode and TAV mode. In TAV mode, you set the shutter speed and aperture, and the camera sets the appropriate sensitivity. There's also a collection of colour modes. We particularly like the results in black and white mode when the contrast is pushed to the maximum setting. In addition, there are digital filters such as toy camera, retro and high contrast that can be applied to JPEG images as they are shot. These produce some nice effects, but it can take a couple of seconds for the images to process after shooting. Image quality from the K30 is pretty impressive, with an emphasis on detail capture rather than noise reduction. As with other Pentax cameras, the metering system has a tendency to underexpose when there are bright areas within the scene, but at least this helps preserve the highlights. Helpfully, RAW files are saved in the DNG format so they can be processed using a range of software without a need for an update. All things considered, I'm pretty impressed with the Pentax K30, but for more information take a look at our review at techradar.com.